other than I. Who are you? God is the Trinity. I, in my being, am the quintuple unity? The Bible records that God created man in his own image. Therefore, the Bible also reveals 5 attributes of God. First, there is the name, God. In Genesis chapter 1, only God is recorded. Second, when God's thoughts are revealed, relatively, to man, the designation, Jehovah God, is used. That is why from Genesis chapter 2, it is recorded as Jehovah God, and not just God. Third, when God's mind is revealed, the name of the Holy Spirit, that is, the Holy Spirit, is used. Fourth, when referring to his body, it is expressed as the Word. That Word is Jesus. That is why it is recorded in the Gospel of John, the Word has been made flesh and body, and stayed among us. And we have seen his glory, the glory as of the only begotten Son of the Father, full of grace and truth. Fifth, to speak and express one's will, his idea, is needed along with his heart, his mind, and his body. Wisdom is what makes the same words bear different meanings, depending on the way they are spoken in the moment. That is why, in the Bible, when referring to the wisdom of God, it is expressed with personification, as in, I, wisdom. Genesis chapter 1:26. God teaches the Providence, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. For the I to be, I must have all the attributes of God as above, and every person has all of these attributes within him. Among these attributes, if there is no name, it becomes as though it does not exist. I have a name. If my heart were missing in me, I would be like a robot. If I were unable to think, it would be like being in a brain dead. If I were without a body, I would be as good as dead. Without ideas, I would be like a werewolf or a dunce who cannot engage in social activities. Through the Bible, God demonstrated to people that he created man by putting his own attributes into him. And every person lives with an awareness of his own existence within the scope of those attributes. There can be no one who lives, or is able to live, outside the scope of what has been demonstrated. At this point, a question arises. If so, then persons of God is not in 3 but in 5, but why is God's persons called the Trinity? This reason will be explained gradually, but to state the conclusion first. It is because those who speak of the Trinity did not understand the meaning and role of wisdom and Jehovah. Once you have realized that you are a being with 5 attributes, the next step is to seek where you have come from. And you must also seek to know why you have come into the world. From the next video onward, we will take a look at the current state of your being. On the Naver Cafe, Farmer's Wisdom, you can read the complete explanations of the Bible without having to sign up.